Dignity.
The Northwest Dignity Leads Network introduces Dignity, mental things make a big difference.
You guys hear that? No. You got the microphone?
Whether you work in a hospital or a care home, or you support people living in their own homes, or you attend community gatherings, it's vital that you understand why dignity is so important. In fact, being treated with dignity is something we all want and expect. Maybe a neighbour, daughter, son, grandchild, parent, pupil, friend, work colleague or teammate. Whatever your relationship, you still want to be included, listened to, and treated with respect.
I can hear it.
Is the volume all the way up on the computer?
But let's give it a go. Dignity is about valuing individuals, showing fairness and kindness, being respectful to them as a unique person in a way that we want to be treated ourselves. To understand dignity,
Yeah, it looked like it was.
the feelings we have when things haven't gone so. Well, it was personal. Perhaps you're on the toilet and failed to lock the door properly when somebody walked in. Maybe someone shouted at you in front of a group of people. In both of these situations, you are likely to have felt great embarrassment and humiliation. Perhaps you've been forced to do something you didn't really want to do, like being made to eat liver when you absolutely hate it, or pressed into dancing with a friend when there's hardly anybody else on the dance floor. In situations like these, you may have felt bullied and powerless. At some point in your life, you are likely to have felt that you haven't been listened to. Maybe you were ignored and talked over when you said that you wanted to go to the pictures, but you ended up having to stay at home watching TV instead. If this was the case, you probably felt insignificant and maybe a little worthless. You may have even been physically abused. Perhaps you found yourself being attacked in a pub or as part of a road rage incident, which would have left you feeling terrorised, powerless and scared. These feelings aren't good, and if we have experiences like these every day, it's likely to affect our general well-being and mental health. Therefore, if we work with individuals who need support, or we're just being a friend, relative or neighbour, it's really important that we think about other people's dignity and do everything that we possibly can to help them maintain it at all times. Very few people deliberately set out to be cruel or unthinking. There are some, of course, who do enjoy tormenting others or abusing their power. Thankfully, though, these situations are reasonably rare and always investigated whenever cases come to light. The rest of us need to be aware that it can only take small thoughtless actions for someone's dignity to be compromised and their confidence and self-esteem to be negatively affected. Sometimes, because we're so busy, we might not think things through properly, and we don't always realise what effects our behaviour can have. Think about a patient in hospital who needs help to eat and drink but doesn't get it. Their meal is left on the tray and it quickly goes cold. Someone else comes round, assumes they're not hungry and clears it away. How would you feel if you were the patient? An older person, living on their own, needs help to get washed and dressed. Their carer, who's in a hurry, rushes through things and doesn't give them the opportunity to do what they can. For example, they can easily rinse themselves in the shower or dry parts of their body without help, things that make them feel that they aren't totally dependent on others. The carer then decides what the client will wear without even asking them. How would you feel if you were the client? Imagine you live in a care home and one of your fellow residents often waves a walking stick in the air, terrorising you with it. The staff seem too busy to notice and you are too timid to say anything to them. Would you like to live like this? A teenager who has a learning disability is a fanatical Manchester United fan and always wears his Man United football shirt. A new support worker says, I hate the Reds, they're a rubbish team, and the fans are rubbish too. In fact, I even hate the colour red. How would you feel if you were the teenager? You're a black mother taking your son to Cubs, and as you're a bit late arriving, you park the car at a slight angle and then quickly run in and deliver him. You return to the car and a white older man says very loudly and slowly in a patronising manner, "We don't park cars like that in this country." How would you feel? Imagine you're a wheelchair user and you turn up for a meeting, but the building isn't wheelchair friendly. even though the person organising the meeting knows about your disability? Would you feel valued? Imagine you're a primary school pupil and one of your friends has a violent epileptic seizure. Your teacher asks you to run next door to get help from another teacher. You do as you're told, and being a little shocked, enter the classroom without knocking. You start to explain what's happened, but the teacher stops you and angrily says, "Go outside and knock before you come back in." How would you feel, and what would you do next? In all these examples, it wouldn't take much to change things so that everybody's dignity was maintained. Just a bit of thought about what we say and do. After all, little things can make a big difference. Everyone has the right to live their lives free from abuse and neglect, and if we ignore the little things, situations can become much more serious, eventually leading to safeguarding investigations. Nobody wants this, so it's better to prevent them from happening. We all have a role to play in enhancing the dignity of others, including you. It's everybody's job and everybody's business. Being treated with dignity is a human right, not an optional extra. Make sure that you take a hands-on approach and shout out for dignity whenever you can. You have the power to help make other people's lives better.
Okay. Did you hear some of that? You saw a lot of it, okay. Well, you can read it too. All right. Can everybody hear me with this? Is it working? Okay, good. All righty. So, how many people in here wear adult incontinence depends? Raise your hand. Okay. All right. So, how many people would admit it if you did? All right. Well, you guys work in nursing homes. You're not doing But majority of the population is not going to want somebody to know if they are incontinent, if they dribble, if there's an issue. So some of the things, we're going over dignity a little bit, and there were some concerns in the video. Dignity is basically what? Treating people like you would want to be treated, right? Think about it. Think about the situation. We have a lot of adult incontinent dependents that are sitting out on the tables, sitting out on the counters, sitting out on the bed. Let's put those away. Because nobody wants anybody else to know, especially these villagers who are coming in and they have their bridge friends coming to see them and their mahjong friends and their, and they don't want other people to know that. The same thing with the catheters. Let's cover up, put leg bags on, cover up the catheters, something we need to do. Other thing we do often is that we tend to pigeonhole people. We'll say, oh, that's a long-termer, or that's an Alzheimer's patient, or that's a hip, that's a knee, that's a beater, right? We don't use that term anymore. We need to, or even assisted dining. These are all people. They aren't just hips and knees and COPDers, or, they're all people. So we've got a little bit of an exercise to do today. So I want you to divide into, I want you to groups of 4, but with people you do not know.
Well, I know everybody.
I know everybody. Yeah, right. Come on, get up. Everybody get up. Get up. We're not going to focus on me today. Get up and move. 4 to 5. I'll allow 5. All right. Okay. And look, they're sitting down with the cookies. I think they're okay, so how many groups do we have over there? 2 different groups? Okay. All righty. How are we doing over here? David, we got it? David, are you subdividing over there? Yeah. We're subdivided by 4. Okay, introduce each other, introduce yourselves to each other, talk about your likes and dislikes, and then I want you to talk about each group. I want you to pigeonhole the group. So you're going to give yourselves a label, a non-judgmental, non-discriminatory label. So like a sushi lovers group, or pineapple pizza with pepperoni loving group, or whatever, okay? But a non-judgmental, okay, so a non-judgmental label, and I want 2 to 3 labels for each group. Okay, and what else? Any other? Did you find another one? Music? What type of music?
Oh, we don't care.
What is that?
We all like color green.
And the color green. So these are green. These are the green people and the purple people.
We picked the right color though.
Okay, over here.
We are food, foodies.
What kind of food? Come on now.
Just food.
Gotta get the food. Well, they come in here to food too.
Especially cookies.
Red juice. Okay, there's the red juice people.
A chill group.
And
Like to relax, chill.
Okay. And the outgoing, chill, red punch people. With cookies on top. That's right. All righty, over here. What do you guys?
Well, we all realize that we like movies, music, and reading, but we went with the relaxing readers because we each like something different reading, but we all found it relaxing.
Okay, so they all relax to read. They read to relax. Okay. This group over here.
Okay, you can tell that we are antisocial.
They're hiding in the corner, and Wilma is hiding behind.
And overachievers with work and I forgot the third one.
So they're antisocial overachievers.
Antisocial introverts.
Introverts, okay. Antisocial, overachieving introverts. Okay. So at least we know who they are, right? Okay, this group over here.
Go Bubby.
Okay, Ami likes bananas. Anybody's been in therapy, you all know about bananas. Anthony likes cars. Chris and I like cats, and Amy likes her kids.
Well, so you're having so wait a minute now. So what are you telling me? You're having a hard time pigeonholing yourself?
No, she's got a title. She's gonna.
No, it was.
She has a long title.
No, that was your long title. Don't be pawning it off on me.
I think we have some decision in this group.
It's in our group, okay?
So what's the title?
I don't know. Banana colored Ferrari. To the kids' house.
Okay, all right. Come on, Cece.
What's there?
Bishop. Come on.
We like food, so rice. We had rice and blue.
And what?
Blue, the color blue.
Blue,
rice.
blue. So they're rice-eating blue people. Okay. All right, rice-eating blue people. Let's go to these.
Okay, we all love people. We all love food. We all tried sushi.
Okay.
We all, some of us like to dance. We love music.
So we'll just like
We're all outgoing. We don't have no pets. None of us have pets.
Okay.
We don't like, everybody don't like rum cake. Some of us love it, some of us don't. Unhateful. The unhateful five.
the unhateful. Okay, this group right here.
Okay, we determined that we are the Surf and Turf Beach Bums.
The Surf and Turf Beach Balls. All right. Okay. Okay, this group back here. Vicky. Derek, Zach.
We all love the Village's Rehab.
Leave it up to Zach.
Oh, us, we are the Fabulous Five Faithful Independent Women.
Oh, faithful independent women. Okay. This group back here. We all love these meetings.
We need to tell too. So much trouble.
Oh, Johnny.
What do we decide? Come on, John.
I can't hear you, Johnny.
For all of us, we hate working with you.
We hate working weekends, all right.
Like honesty.
That's right.
That's it.
Okay. This group over here.
I'm sorry, they came out of nowhere.
Oh, you guys, that was a big group.
I made a funny in my
All right. Okay, so was that a little hard?
Not
Was it?
Yes, it was. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you didn't follow directions. Yeah, I agree. It was a little hard. Do we think that all the sweet, easy brown nosers, do we think they're all alike in
every way?
No.
No, that's just a characteristic of them, right? And do we have a hard time finding 2 or 3 things that the 4 of us are the same at? So do we think that all the Alzheimer's patients are all the same?
No.
No. Are all the COPDers all the same? No. All right, I got my point across. Did everybody sign the sign-in sheet?
Yes.
If you did not sign the sign-in sheet, you need to. It's sitting over there, and you get credit for this. It is one of our requirements.